What's up, guys? And today we got the out of position Terrell Pryor, quarterback, and the entire time I'm going to be comparing him to Tyrod Taylor, the Blitz promo Tyrod Taylor. 87 speed. Now you see his stats are not that great. 80 short, 78 mid, 72 deep throw. Yesterday I made a video saying that he only had 71. Actually it's 72 deep throw, so that's my mistake. Now juking, spinning, it's kind of there. Carry rating, that was definitely something that I was going to be comparing to Tyrod Taylor, because we all know Tyrod Taylor is a fumble machine. You know, just fumbles every other play. But anyways, as far as short throws, before I get into all this, I do want to say he did miss on every single aspect: short, mid, deep, throw on the run. He did have a bad throw in every single category, but short throw for the most part was decent. Now the mid throw was interesting because I've mentioned before in that previous video that I'm not sure certain stats really matter, and I saw some of the comments and some of them were saying, yeah, you know, it's about consistency. Yeah, he'll have a good few throws here, a few bad throws there. I get that, but as far as, you know, percentage wise, like how many times he's gonna throw these mid throws, you know, perfectly. And honestly, if I had to grade the mid throw, I mean, look at this, man, he's throwing them perfectly. And I'm not lying, I had about maybe 9 or 8 more clips to show, but the video was getting a bit long. But I'm still going to show you a shitload of clips, excuse the language. And look, man, these are all obviously mid throws and they're being put where they need to be. But anyways, like I was saying, as far as a grade, I would give the mid throw a solid B+. I mean, he was pretty much putting them where it needed to be. And oh my god, I definitely had I could have had a lot more clips. But some of these, you know, the linebacker would like hit the receiver and knock the ball out, and I don't like showing incomplete passes. That's just my thing. But you see here, man, just I will say one thing though. If you leave the pocket, his accuracy definitely will go down. But I'm pretty sure most of you guys already know that about most quarterbacks. Throwing on the run was not as crisp as I thought it was going to be. He did struggle a lot more than I thought he would have. Now the high pass, I'm going to start reviewing the high pass more and more with quarterbacks, because I know a lot of guys love to throw high pass in the end zone, and I would definitely say he struggled with the high pass. So throwing on the run, I would give that like a B-, and the high pass a C-, just not what I thought it was going to be. Which honestly, the high pass, I'm not that surprised honestly, but throwing on the run, that was a bit of a shock. Now this right here, this is the biggest difference between Tyrod Taylor and Terrell Pryor. This guy can actually take a hit, and here's the thing. Tyrod Taylor would fumble and it wouldn't even be a hit stick. It would be just a natural tackle and Tyrod Taylor would just fumble the ball. And that was just crazy to me. Terrell Pryor was getting tackled left and right. Of course, slide if you can, but I'm just saying he took a lot of tackles and even a few hit sticks and did not fumble that often. And look, he broke tackles here and there, but the big thing too, he fell forward pretty often. Not for like 7 or 8 yards or nothing like that, but he fell forward for like extra 2, maybe even 3 yards here and there. So that, I think, was the biggest difference between Tyrod Taylor and Terrell Pryor. And you see right there, took a nasty hit, man, and still held on to the ball. See that right there, that's what I'm talking about, man, falling forward for a few extra yards. Now of course he did fumble, but it was only twice, and that was crazy to me because he only had like a 75 carry, but he took like at least 5 hit sticks, only fumbled twice with everything included. So that was impressive. So I decided to show every single bad throw that he had, and honestly, through a whole season, you know, he did not have as many as I thought he would have. Because when I first bought his card and I looked at his stats, I thought to myself, he is going to lose me at least 3 games minimum, you know, just because the way his stats are, and of course how many, you know, teams I go up against that are just god squads. So I can honestly say, guys, Terrell Pryor did not cost me a single game. And last but not least, the deep throw. And of course, there's a blurred line between what's considered a deep throw and what's not. To me, in my opinion, these are deep throws. I mean, look, 4th and 24, and that could have been 4th and 30. I probably still would have got it. And anyways, in my previous video, I did mention, you know, his deep throw. I couldn't believe he made that pass. But look, he's doing it here on a fairly consistent basis. You saw the bad plays I showed you. He only had one bad deep throw, you know, compared to all of these. So, like I said, man, I'm not complaining. I'm very impressed with how Terrell Pryor played. So that's gonna wrap this up, guys. And right now he goes for like around 30K, and that's an amazing price. And here's the thing, as far as ratings go, this is the final straw for me, man. This is like the straw that broke the camel's back. After the way he played, I'm not trying to save up for a top tier quarterback anymore. That's what I've been doing, because I want to get, you know, one of these top tier guys. But the way Terrell Pryor played, man. Especially Cunningham. This Cunningham right here. He's the one that I wanted to save up for. But the way Pryor played, there's no reason to. Pryor is fast. He doesn't fumble. He's very, very reliable in the pocket. Nobody's perfect, of course. He's gonna have a few bad plays here and there. And of course, I said stay away from the high pass in the red zone. It's just not what he's for. Most likely, it's gonna go out the end zone. But anyways, guys, I'll see you boys for the next review. It's gonna be the out of position Le'Veon Bell. I'll see you boys then.